In a series of explosions, thousands of pagers and radio devices detonated in two separate incidents this week across Lebanon, resulting in at least 37 fatalities and injuring thousands more. As investigations unfold, the circumstances surrounding these events remain murky, leading to widespread speculation and accusations, particularly against Israel. The BBC, in fact, followed a trail from Taiwan to Japan, Hungary, Israel, and back to Lebanon. Here are the unanswered questions. A BBC investigation has traced the origins of the explosive devices through multiple countries, raising serious questions about how such a sophisticated operation was conducted. Initial speculation centered on the possibility of a cyber hack, which was quickly dismissed by experts. Instead, they suggested that the devices were likely rigged with explosives before they reached Hezbollah's hands. Images of the destroyed pages reveal the logo of Gold Apollo, a Taiwanese electronics manufacturer. The company's founder, Hu Sing Kwang, expressed disbelief upon seeing the images from Lebanon. They don't have any marks saying "Made in Taiwan" on them. We did not make those pages, he stated emphatically. Su pointed to BAC Consulting, a Hungarian firm that had licensed Gold Apollo's trademark 3 years ago, allowing the use of its name on pages. This connection has intensified scrutiny of BAC Consulting, registered at an address shared with numerous other companies in Budapest. Hungarian officials categorize BAC as merely a trading intermediary lacking any manufacturing presence. The BBC went to the registered office of BAC Consulting, situated in a residential area of the Hungarian capital, Budapest. The address appeared to be shared by 12 other companies, and no one in the building could tell us anything about BAC Consulting at all. Officials in Hungary say the firm, which was first incorporated in 2022, was merely a trading intermediary with no manufacturing or operational site in the country. A brochure for BAC published on LinkedIn lists 8 organizations it claims to have worked with, including the UK Department for International Development (DFID). The UK Foreign Office, which has taken on DFID's responsibilities, told the BBC it was in the process of investigating. But based on initial conversations, it said it did not have any involvement with BAC. BAC's website listed one person as its chief executive and founder, Cristiana Barsanoi Arcitiano. The BBC made several attempts to contact Ms. Barsanoi Arcitiano but were unable to reach her. However, she did reportedly speak to NBC News saying, "I don't make the pages, I'm just the intermediate." Adding to the intrigue, the New York Times reported that BAC Consulting might be a front for Israeli intelligence operations. Citing unnamed Israeli officials, the article suggested that the company was created to obscure the identities of those involved in producing the explosive devices. Bulgarian authorities have since begun investigating financial transactions linked to BAC, revealing that 1.6 million euros connected to the attacks passed through Bulgaria before reaching Hungary. Despite multiple attempts, the BBC was unable to reach Cristiana Barsanoi Arcitiano, the listed CEO of BAC. However, she reportedly told NBC News, "I don't make the pages, I am just the intermediate." This raises further questions about the true nature of BAC's operations and its connections. The origins of the radio devices that exploded in the second wave of attacks remain less clear. Reports indicate that at least some of the devices involved were the ICV-82 model produced by the Japanese company ICOM, which Hezbollah have acquired 5 months prior. However, ICOM has clarified that it ceased production of this model nearly a decade ago, raising concerns that the devices might have been counterfeit. A sales executive at ICOM's US subsidiary noted that it was easy to find knockoff versions online. Investigators have also suggested that the damage around the battery compartments of the exploded devices indicates they may have been retrofitted with explosives. Eyewitness accounts describe a chaotic scene as the devices detonated. Lebanese authorities have determined that the explosions were triggered by electronic messages sent to the pagers and radios. A letter from the Lebanese mission to the UN, reviewed by Reuters, confirmed that the messages appeared to be coming from Hezbollah's leadership but were likely manipulated to trigger the detonations. Citing US officials, the New York Times reported that the pagers received messages designed to activate the devices, indicating a level of sophistication and planning that suggests state involvement. The aftermath of the explosions has left many in Lebanon feeling vulnerable and paranoid. Residents are questioning whether other devices, including phones and laptops, might also be compromised. The Lebanese army has deployed bomb disposal robots in Beirut to carry out controlled detonations of suspicious devices. Reports indicate that BBC crews in Lebanon have been instructed not to use their phones or cameras due to safety concerns. One resident, Gida, speaking to the BBC, expressed the general sentiment of fear. Everyone is just panicking. We don't know if we can stay next to our laptops or phones. Everything seems like a danger at this point, and no one knows what to do. Experts speculate about the timing of the explosives, with several theories emerging regarding their purpose. One theory suggests that Israel intended to send a decisive message to Hezbollah following a year of escalating tensions, particularly after Hezbollah launched rockets near northern Israel shortly after the Hamas attack on October 7th. Another theory posits that Israel may have been forced to execute the plan prematurely upon learning that Hezbollah was suspicious of potential sabotage. According to US outlet Axios, the original plan was to use the pager attacks as the opening salvo in a border campaign against Hezbollah, but concerns over exposure led to an expedited execution of the plot.